Hello.
Hello. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you?
I'm feel happy.
Okay. Still happy. That's good. Okay. Always staying happy would be very good. Okay. So let's start. We will have the same warm up activity. Okay. Just the same warm up activity. Same. This one. Okay. Let's continue with this. Questions. I think you are now here. Can you see it? The arrow?
Mm.
This one. What would you do if you, and then you start from here. Can you see the arrow? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, you can start.
What would you do if you have free
If
candy?
this one, if you were a
Movie star.
yes, a movie star. I'm not sure if you're a fan of movies, but yeah, try to answer.
When I was a movie star, I
Mm-hmm.
can be popular. I can be rich,
Mm-hmm.
and also I will have uh, I will have a what? Like we can action. We
Mm-hmm.
can just like will be very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also we will have many fans.
that's right. Do you have a favorite actor? Or
Mm,
maybe Vietnamese actor, I'm not sure, or Hollywood from America, I'm not sure. Do you have?
I think also
Mm.
maybe
Do you know? Do you know the name? Maybe
what
name. Any name of an
any name
idol? Yeah, actor. Do you know any actor that you liked a lot? If you
so
have,
many. So
so
I
many.
can't I can I can I don't know anyone. I can't remember.
It's okay. Maybe you know the face, but the names is hard to remember. Yeah, also me, I know a lot of faces, but the names it's hard to remember all. Yeah. Okay, that's good. But what do you want? Like horror, drama, action, fantasy? What other genre? Yeah, what kind of movie would you want to be? I mean, to have?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I want to
Action?
act in yeah, I want to act in
Mm-hmm.
action movie.
Oh, action, like maybe firing, karate,
I
I'm
can
not
be
sure.
very good. Yes, but that
Oh,
was very how can I say like good and
yeah.
have a special things
Mm-hmm.
when you, that
Mm-hmm.
another movie can do it.
That's right. My favorite kind of movie is actually like action, like fighting, maybe like using guns. I like those kind like policemen. I like those like soldiers. I like those kind of movies. Okay, that's very good. Thank you for answering. Can we answer another one, please? What would you do if you?
This Lord,
Yes, lived alone. I
we
think this
feel
would
free.
be, mm-hmm, yeah, free.
We can need to be like cook and do many things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You can be
to have
more independent. Mm-hmm.
yeah, do more work just
Yeah, that's
to
right.
have little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Question: what age do you think of in the future that you might be like living alone already, like you moved out from your house? in your own thinking only, like, I think I would be alone when I will be 21 or finish college, like in your own
Mm,
mind.
well, we will live alone when we go to a university. But
Oh.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sometimes we can go visit
Mm-hmm.
to the parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's
Uh,
common in Vietnam, like you have to move out when you will be in college, like you will live in a like a dorm, no, in
mm,
Vietnam.
yeah, it can be.
Mm-hmm. Ah, it depends on the family, I think. It depends for each family. Some college will like live far from their parents, some will stay. Yes, it depends. Mm-hmm. So that's okay. But what do you think? Do you prefer to live alone or to live with your family?
Prefer to live with family. This is when you
Ah,
were alone, it will be have too much work, and
that's
also
right.
you will be don't have anyone to talk with, don't have
Mm-hmm.
anyone to um
Mm-hmm.
with. Yeah, so that will
Yeah,
be
that's right.
very
Lonely. Very lonely.
boring.
Boring. Yeah, but every people are different. Some people likes or loves to be alone, like silent, but also some people doesn't like that. So they want to live with their family because many family members that you can talk with. So it depends on what you are, what is your likes. Okay, so very good. Thank you for answering the question. Let's just have two for now. Okay, very good job. Okay, thank you for sharing your idea about that. It's always nice to hear like opinions, what you think about your future, which is also good. And you are really good in answering with that. Let's go to the next one. Okay, okay, let's have vocabulary so we can continue with issue one. Okay, here,
Okay.
I think we're done with this one before. So let's see if you could still remember.
To cope with,
Yeah, to cope with. I think we had this before. I'm not sure, but I think.
and like that we would do anything to
Mm-hmm.
um I gotta say uh, mm, let me think.
Like it's hard to cope up
To
with.
deal
To
to
deal. Mm-hmm.
to do anything that can be
Mm-hmm.
how can I say fit with it
Mm-hmm.
on yeah
Okay.
I don't
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think you have an idea. That's right. That's fine. Okay, here, please read.
okay to handle problem or to
Mm-hmm.
everyone a
To
difficult
overcome.
situation
Okay. To overcome.
a difficult yeah to overcome a difficult situation.
Okay. So when you use this phrase to cope with, it means like when you are handling a problem or when you want to pass through or overcome a very difficult situation. Like just what I said. It's very hard to cope with my problems these days. Like it's so difficult, it's so serious for me. So it's hard for me to handle the problem. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? How about you? Cope
mm,
with.
like when we are a kid we can be
Mm-hmm.
like don't accept don't agree with some of the things that the adult do, and then we have to how do I say we have do many things to
Mm-hmm.
cope with them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. To cope up with With what? Who is the one you with the adults? With the other people?
Yeah.
Okay, to cope with them. So you can say to cope with them. To handle people. You can also use that to cope up with them. Okay, that's right. Okay, good job. Next.
Uh, these,
How will
yeah,
you read that?
diagnosed.
Okay, that is diagnosed. 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 Okay, again.
What? Diagnosed.
Diagnose. Yes, diagnosed. And what do you think is that? Diagnosed. Diagnosed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Diagnosed.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Yeah. Any idea?
Um.
Like my
Uh.
mom was diagnosed with heart problems when she was still very young. She was diagnosed with
Like we
heart
can
problems.
know the future. We
Mm-hmm.
can. Like, yeah. Like. How can I say? We can know. We
Mm-hmm.
thinking.
Mm-hmm.
We know
Like,
what thing will be true. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And come.
To come. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a little correct idea about that. Just hard to explain. That's okay. Here, please read.
Okay. Find out what illness someone has.
Okay. So when you diagnose someone, for example, doctor, can you diagnose me about my health? Like the doctor would like diagnose you, trying to find out what illness maybe you have. Like, okay. And then the doctor are done or is done diagnosing you. So he will say maybe like, you are diagnosed with cancer, for example, or maybe what else, what other disease like diabetes maybe. So you will be diagnosed. They're trying to find out something. And most especially illness that's mostly being diagnosed. Understand?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone in your family diagnosed with any illness? Does anyone in the family being diagnosed? Or so far none?
No. Yeah.
No? Good thing. Yeah, good thing. Because my mom was diagnosed with heart problems before when she was still very young. That's sad. Okay, that's an example. My mom was diagnosed with heart problems. Okay, can you try to use diagnosed in a sentence, please?
The doctor
Mm-hmm.
have diagnosed
Mm-hmm.
to the yeah to the person who had uh heart like heart illness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Heart illness. Okay, that's
And this is
correct.
important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can be diagnosed with any disease. And that's very scary. Okay, here, please read the next one.
Uh, fatal
Yes.
disease.
Fatal disease. Disease, it's an illness. Fatal, what is fatal? That's the clue there, if you know.
Mm,
Disease
disease
is an is an illness, right? But there's a word fatal.
like the illness have been like um um
For
like the
example, okay.
but is an illness that
Mm-hmm. I'll give you an example. My friend was diagnosed with a fatal disease with no cure, with no solution. Yeah, cure is the correct word. With no
okay,
cure.
that is a illness that is hard to can be how do I say,
Cure? The word is cure. Or, yeah, cure.
hard to cure.
C-U-R-E.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
hard to cure, and it can be very dangerous for the people. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fatal. That's
be
right. It's
very expensive
mm-hmm.
to cure it, and
Mm-hmm.
very yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So fatal actually, if you heard or if you hear the word fatal, it's usually like equal with death, like death. Okay. When you hear fatal word here, please read
Okay. It's a disease that can
and
cause
cause.
the patients to die.
Yeah. So from the like what I said, fatal is like equal with death. So, for example, fatal disease. So, it means a disease that can make you die. Or fatal accident. It's an accident that caused someone to die. So, those are fatal. It can cause someone to die. Maybe from disease, accident. Okay, understand? Fatal. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, example. I don't want to have a fatal disease. Okay, that's an example. I don't want to have any fatal disease. How about you?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything with the fatal disease, but I know that I also watched the movie and it have
Mm-hmm.
uh fatal fatal disease. Yeah.
Uh, mm-hmm.
So
Like Vietnamese movie or like Hollywood movie or any foreign movie?
there are many. I can't remember the date.
Ah, that's okay. Yeah. So you can say like I watched the movie and there was a lot of fatal diseases, or maybe I saw a person with a fatal disease, something like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you will like for example, I will ask you if you will have a fatal disease, would like you will you be shocked? Would you be scared? What would be your first like reaction
What
if you will if you would have a fatal disease? What
first
would be
thing
your
is
first? Mm-hmm.
very very okay,
Very
very
scary, very scared,
surprised
a surprise. Okay.
and then scared,
Mm-hmm.
worried.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me too. I think that will be my reaction as well. And also other people. Thank you. That's good. Thank you. Wait, let's continue. Wait. Mm-hmm. Okay, here. So you have read already this one? Do you remember what was this about? Do you remember? Okay, if you don't remember, I will just tell. It's okay. So this one is about like a patient. Like they are talking about, is it okay to say it to the patient, to the person, that he has an illness, like a fatal disease, or we should just keep it a secret? And then the writer said, I think it's better to say because they had an experience before. Like it was her husband. So, in her own opinion, she said that it's better to say it to someone with an illness disease. So, that's what this article is about. So, let's try to answer the question. Comprehension checkup. I hope you understand a little. Let's try. Number 1, please.
Okay. Whether she thinks she is qualified to comment on this
Mhm.
subject.
Yeah. She said that, oh, I am qualified to comment on this subject or topic. That was the
Okay.
writer saying.
Because she has a husband that have that illness, so
Mm-hmm.
she will be have more experience about that
That's right.
and can be talked about it to be
Mm-hmm.
very true and
Mm-hmm. That's right. True.
pictures about
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah. Do you still want to say something?
No.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's right. She said that she feel like qualified to comment. It's because she experienced something like related to the topic. So if she comment about anything, so it's true because she experienced it from her husband's disease who passed away also. Okay. So you can use qualified to comment. For example, I am qualified to comment about teaching. It's because I teach students. So I'm qualified for it because I know and I have experience. Okay, do you understand that? I am qualified to comment about teaching. Do you think you have a qualification or you are qualified to comment about something? Me, mostly about teaching, maybe. Online teaching, teaching students. How about you? Do you think you are qualified to comment about anything?
Mm,
Game?
mm,
Maybe?
no.
No? Not?
Maybe any subject that I very love.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe many like I want to play football, so I can talk in there. Any
Mm-hmm. Like you have
sport,
a lot of knowledge?
any book,
Mm-hmm.
English, any language,
Mm-hmm.
any things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, number 2, thank you. Let's continue. Number 2.
Okay. Okay. Why was the news so hard to take for his family?
Okay, what was the news again?
What was the news so
Mm-hmm.
hard to take for his family?
Yeah, what was the news about the family? What did the family received? Like the news. What kind of news? Was it the news about it's about this one here.
Mm, that
They
is,
received a bad news.
yeah, that is he was got bad illness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he or she he had a bad illness, a fatal disease. And so why it's hard for them to take it for the family.
That was so shocked.
Yeah, it was so shocking. Maybe if diagnosed with what kind of disease that's like not very serious. Yeah, I'm not sure if what disease would it be like not very serious. If you're
Uh,
diagnosed with do you know any not very serious disease? Um, I don't know any disease that's not very serious, but all diseases are scary, I think. Yeah, but it's a fatal disease, so it means you are maybe going to die. That's why it's hard for them to take it, the news. It's hard for them to take the news.
really hard.
That's right. It's very hard. Even me or even you in your family, if you receive any news about having fatal disease, I think it would be a very hard for your family, right? It's hard to accept, I think, because you don't want any one of your family members to die like so fast just because of an illness. That would be very much like hard and painful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Very good. Number 3. We still have time. Number 3.
Okay. 3, was she prepared to cope with this tragedy? How did
Tragedy.
she cope with tragedy?
Mm-hmm.
Tragedy. How did
Tragedy.
she cope with it?
Mm-hmm. It was the wife. It was about the wife, okay? Because she had a husband that has. How did she handle the problem?
She was like, all have a plan, and he
Mhm.
accepted his
Yes.
impending death.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
uh,
impending death of her husband. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and also she have know it, and she
Mm-hmm.
can be feel. Yeah, she know it can be true, and so
Mm-hmm.
you'll be have not can be not extremely hard with
Mm-hmm.
her because her know it. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she knows it. So she just accept the impending death of her husband, like to easily accept it and just do like I think she did like to her husband she did like to make it happy. Her husband, her daughters, their childrens were taking care of her husband. Okay, that's good. Number 4.
What?
Number 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
People usually know the truth about the illness. Oh,
Yeah, in your
um,
own observation, do you think people
yeah,
usually know?
it
Oh,
will,
really?
it will be some of the illness that they can know it. They
Mm-hmm.
know about that when you have a sick, you will have a cough,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and your face will be hot.
Mm-hmm.
That's some of the illness that when it will go a long time, so
Mm-hmm.
it'll be more hard, more to get cured.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be in the first time that it have it will don't have any things to let you know that you will have that illness, but
Mm-hmm.
in a long time you will have it. So it was too late to get
Mm-hmm.
cured.
Yeah, that's right. And usually these days, I think doctors are not hiding anymore. They tell. And also the family. I think it's better to tell, right? That they have
Yeah.
like an illness. Yeah. And usually when I see like what is your illness? And then they will just answer like fast. So it means they know. These days, people usually know the truth that they have an illness. Like it's not a secret anymore. Because maybe the doctor said, the family tell them, so they know, right? If you will have like, for example, oh, it's time already. Okay, it's time
Alright.
already. Okay, it's time already. So we'll just continue on to Thursday, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.